right, I had a lot of people that wanted more pictures of our 1997 Camplite camper we have for sale, so I'm just going to make a little video about it. This is the Winch. See, it's I'm just telling you, it's going to need some help. It's on its last leg, but we still get it to work. It's functional. We did have a cut in the line there to raise it up. I just never got a new raising system, and we use this camper once a year usually to go to Knoebels. It could use a pressure wash. You see some green up there. I left the lights on right now just to show you that the lights are working on it for transportation. 4-ways are on. Blinkers work. So the lights are functioning. Comes with a spare tire. Had to use that already. It's actually a pretty new one. Look at that. Tread looks pretty good. Trouble with these is they dry rot. So again, you see that? They sit there, you don't use them, but they're like $50 or $60, I think, at Walmart. This is the air conditioning unit. It works. Every once in a while you have to pull this apart and clean it out if there gets a mouse nest in there or something, but I don't know if you can see over in the corner there. There's just some leaves and stuff. That blocks it and it backs up a little bit. That's what happened to us this last time camping. It came inside. But this air conditioner works. And I'll try to probably hook that up and show you. We do use just lumber. You got to slide the ends out. You got to brace them up because they fall down. I'll show you that. But over the years, the poles either bent or got warped or lost or whatever. So this is a little compartment. The key. Yeah, it usually works better than that. Probably had the wrong key in there. There we go. That's where we keep the jacks to hold up the corners. Any miscellaneous, we usually put a hammer in there, extension cord. And what we normally do, this is the back of the refrigerator. That's where we keep the crank and an extra screwdriver. So we keep the crank and the extra screwdriver in there, but when we're traveling, we normally just keep the keys in there so we never lose them. This is a city water connection we never use because the only plumbing you have in here is a cold water sink, and we do most of our cooking outside, so we never really needed that. I guess this is potable water. I don't even know what this would be for. I don't know if there's a tank on here you can fill up and pressurize. I honestly don't know how that happened, how to use that. And then here's just a plug. It's a 30-amp plug you plug in, and they come with an adapter that you can plug it into just a regular like household 110 outlet if you have to. I'll show you that too because we're going to be doing that. All right, let me pop this up and I'll show you the inside. I guess before we get to the inside, I should show you these. We do have an outlet out here. I don't know if it works or not, to be honest with you, and this does not work. This is missing a cover. I think the bulb might just be out for an outside light. For the one time a year we go camping, it was never really an issue. The pull out step, and then your door, which has another set of issues I'll show you. In the last year we did replace the sides. It's all new solid wood now. There was a little bit of water damage, so that's all brand new, sealed up and ready to go. Let's pop her up. All right, so this is the next stage. Cranked it up, pulled the ends out. See, the door goes in there. Canvas is all down. Then you go in from the inside and stretch it out. Underneath here, I wanted to show you. These are the legs. You need the camper level when you lift it up. So I usually take a jack, jack up the low side, and then you put these stabilizers under there. Really keeps it level. This side's off the ground, probably 3 or 4 inches. It just makes everything go together better. I got 4 of those jacks that are going with the camper. Very simple to install. I set it up by myself in just a couple minutes. All right. Next, we are on to the door. Here, let me show you the inside first. This is what it looks like all packed up. So this is actually one of the beds right on this end. And I believe that's a queen size bed up there. The sink folds over. See that? Well, we can do that right now. All this stuff is flip up. And voila. A little counter and a sink that we never used. That's the outside griddle. Goes on the outside. I will show you that too. Another queen size bed. And another double bed. That's where you store the door while you're moving. Other than that, you just have some counter space there. Cabinets. A little refrigerator that runs off either electric or gas, and both work. So you also have, I'll show you now, a lot of storage underneath all these cabinets. This all opens up for extra storage. Now this is the one with the access to the outside door. There's also one under here and one under the back. You have 2 additional storage areas underneath here. This is the bench seat for the table and the other bench seat. A lot of storage in here. Okay, let me put this together and show you how nice it looks. So it's going to give you an idea before I fold this up. This table has folding legs on it. So you put that down as the center of the bed. You just fold this flap down, which is the backrest for the cushions. This is your storage underneath there. And the other storage underneath there. Nice dry. We kept like coffee makers down there, toasters, stuff you don't have time while you're traveling, you don't want to leave on the counter. So let me put this together and I'll show you the final product. So this is that plug I was talking about. It looks like a regular outlet on the one side. You can plug into a household 110 volt, but on the back it receives a 30 amp. So this allows you to hook it up at your house or campsites that don't have a 30 amp plug, but you're not going to be able to really run your air conditioner at full efficiency. But for now I'm going to plug it in just to show you the air conditioner works and show you some power. Okay, so we're back inside. I turned the air conditioner on. You see the, I don't know if you can feel that cool air, but you can see it. It's not too noisy. It's a nice little hum. Comes out both sides. Nice. A pop-up with an air conditioner is, I mean, that's a nice little add-on. So this is what we got on one end. I think there's queen size beds on both ends. This turned into the nice little bench seat. That was a bed when we first started. Told you the refrigerator. Not really sure what that is. I think it's a gas detector of some sort. We've never had to use it. 2 drawers, 2 cabinets. Additional cabinet down here. For something. There's your table and 2 benches. Sit and eat at. I think it's another queen size bed. Not the thickest of mattresses, but they get by. Just over plywood. that's about it. So the main problems we have that I think are the most irritating to me is the door. It's missing some sort of bracket up here to attach it. And really all it's held on by is the Velcro on the outside. The only way to lock it is with this thing. You have to reach through. But we usually only go camping once a year, so it never irritated me enough to totally fix it. That's one of the things I think has to be addressed. Well, maybe, unless it doesn't irritate you. Some of the canvas, like this, just Velcros up. The overall curtains aren't in bad shape. Screens are in good shape. There's holes in some of the canvas. We just put tape on, and it worked. Every once in a while the tape dry rots and you got to replace it, but it doesn't leak. That doesn't leak. The inside lights don't work. When they did work, this plugged in. This is like an additional light that you could put on. I don't know enough about wiring for a camper to get it fixed, and it was never really an issue for us because this outlet here worked, and we would just put a lamp or a night light in. There's also an outlet down there under the table. If you can see it, it's behind the legs. And then this is where you plug in the air conditioner. So when you're not using it or you're traveling, just unplug it. That's it. It's a 220 line, and that works. So other than that, the inside, I mean, you got to remember, this is a 23 or 24-year-old camper. I think the inside's pretty clean. Nice solid floor. You have a little bit of softness right by the door here. It's not even soft, but it looks like there was water in there at some time. A little bit of water damage along the bottom. I mean, you know, again, we used to use it once a year. And it always got us by. So sometimes when you pack it up for the winter, you might get mice in here or ants, and you don't realize it until you open it up in the spring. If you have a little leak and you don't realize it because you're never opening, you're not in here every day. So I will show you a couple things on the outside that I think could be addressed, and we'll wrap this up. So again, back to the door. It's held on with the Velcro right here. Okay, Velcro on this side, and you can reach in, and that lock is right about the screen line right there to lock it if you're not there. There's no key lock on it. Like I said, it probably could be pressure washed. We just replaced the wheel cylinder probably about 2 years ago at a dealer. We didn't do it. We had a dealer do it. That light doesn't work. It's probably hooked up to all the other lights. It could just be a breaker. It could be a wire. I'm not sure. It just seems strange that they all don't work. So I think it's either a broken line, or I don't know. Like I said, this is where that table hooks up to the outside. There's a bracket right there it slips into. There's a little piece that holds it up. And then this is a quick connect, like an air fitting that goes right into that there. That does work. I'm not turning it on now. If you want to buy it, I can show you how that hooks up. It does not come with a propane tank. You got to get your own. Corners are a little rough on the canvas from in and out all the time. You know, that's something we've tried to have repairs done. They don't last. So it's the same thing in every corner. The canvas, I'm sure, shrinks up after so many years. You're coming in and out. Some of the corners up in there probably could be tidied up. I don't really know how to do that. And again, like I said, the main reason we're getting rid of it is because we really like camping, and we went to this baby here. So we went all in. Bought this nice 28 footer. We got tired of popping it up and everything. We just wanted to hook up and go. automatic awning. I mean, it's the works. It's used, but it's new to us. So that's what I got. If you guys got any more specific questions, like I said, we just went camping with it 2 weeks ago to Knoebels in Pennsylvania. And it worked. It works for us every time. I just think that if you're going to use it more than 1 or 2 times a year, you might want to address some of those things, but we're not going to put any more money into it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I know you're only looking at the camper, but I feel inclined to ask you to smash up that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.